The story of Noah in the Quran. The story of Noah, Nur, and the Ark in the Quran is a significant narrative, shared with some variations from the biblical version. Noah is regarded as one of the prophets sent by Allah to guide his people, and his story serves as a powerful lesson about faith, patience, and divine justice. 1. Noah's mission and call to his people. Noah was sent by Allah as a prophet to his people, who had gone astray by worshipping idols. He called them to the worship of the one true God, urging them to abandon their idols and repent for their sins. Noah's message emphasized monotheism, moral rectitude, and submission to Allah's will. Quran 7:59. We sent Noah to his people. He said, "O my people, worship Allah. You have no deity other than Him. Indeed, I fear for you the punishment of a tremendous day." Noah preached to his people for many years, but they arrogantly rejected his message, mocked him, and persisted in their sinful ways. Despite his persistent efforts, only a small group of people accepted his message. Quran 71:5-7. He said, "My Lord, indeed I invited my people to truth, night and day, but my invitation increased them not, except in flight. And indeed, every time I invited them, that you may forgive them, they put their fingers in their ears, covered themselves with their garments, persisted, and were arrogant with great arrogance." 2. The warning of the flood. After generations of rejecting Noah's call, Allah informed Noah that none of his people would believe, except those who had already accepted the faith. As a result, Allah decided to send a devastating flood as punishment for their disobedience. Quran 11:36. And it was revealed to Noah that no one will believe from your people except those who have already believed, so do not be distressed by what they have been doing. 3. Building the Ark. Allah commanded Noah to build a large ark under his guidance. Noah followed the divine instructions despite the ridicule and mockery from the disbelievers. They laughed at him for building a ship in a place where there was no water, but Noah remained steadfast in his faith. Quran 11:37-38. And construct the ship under our observation and our inspiration, and do not address me concerning those who have wronged. Indeed, they are to be drowned. And he constructed the ship, and whenever an assembly of the eminent of his people passed by him, they ridiculed him. 4. The flood. Once the ark was completed, Allah commanded Noah to gather his family, the believers, and pairs of animals of every kind into the ark. When they were safely aboard, Allah unleashed the floodwaters from both the earth and the sky. Quran 11:40. So it was, until when our command came and the oven overflowed, we said, "Load upon the ship of each creature, 2 mates and your family, except those about whom the word has proceeded, and include whoever has believed." But none had believed with him, except a few. 5. The fate of Noah's disbelieving son. In a heart-wrenching moment, one of Noah's sons refused to board the ark, choosing to stay with the disbelievers. Noah pleaded with him to join them, but his son arrogantly insisted that he could save himself by climbing a mountain. Quran 11:42-43. And it sailed with them through waves like mountains, and Noah called to his son who was apart from them, "O my son, come aboard with us and be not with the disbelievers." But he said, "I will take refuge on a mountain to protect me from the water." Noah said, There is no protector today from the decree of Allah, except for whom He gives mercy. And the waves came between them, and he was among the drowned. 6. The end of the flood. After the disbelievers were destroyed, the rain ceased, and the floodwaters began to recede. Allah commanded the ark to come to rest on Mount Judi, a specific location mentioned in the Quran. Quran 11:44. And it was said, O earth, swallow your water, and O sky, withhold your rain. And the water subsided, and the matter was accomplished, and the ship came to rest on the mountain of Judi. And it was said, away with the wrongdoing people. 7. Noah's prayer and the promise of mercy. After the flood, Noah prayed to Allah, expressing sorrow for the loss of his son. However, Allah reminded Noah that his judgment was just, and those who chose to reject faith were not part of his family in terms of spiritual lineage. Quran 11:45-46. And Noah called to his Lord and said, My Lord, indeed my son is of my family, and indeed your promise is true, and you are the most just of judges. He said, O Noah, indeed he is not of your family. Indeed, he is one whose work was other than righteous, so ask me not for that about which you have no knowledge. 8. The covenant with Noah. After the flood, Noah and the surviving believers were given the promise of peace, and a new beginning was established for humanity. Allah assured Noah that he would not destroy humanity in this manner again. Quran 17:3. You are descendants of those we carried in the ship with Noah. Indeed, he was a grateful servant. Lessons from the story. Faith in adversity. Noah's unwavering faith, even in the face of widespread disbelief and mockery, serves as an example of patience and perseverance. Divine justice. The flood is seen as an act of divine justice against those who persistently rejected guidance. Family and righteousness. The story emphasizes that spiritual bonds are stronger than blood ties, as seen with Noah's son's refusal to accept the truth. Mercy and new beginnings. The end of the flood symbolizes Allah's mercy and the opportunity for a fresh start for those who remain obedient to Him. The story of Noah in the Quran serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of faith, obedience to God, and the consequences of ignoring divine warnings.